I have good internet now, though. You get to play Paper Magic tonight? Nice. Here we go.
Hey, freak. Enough of the ugly dancing. Better tell us a story.
As you wish, sir. But freak, huh? I'll tell you a story about freaks that you'll surely relate to. Perhaps you'll even find that we aren't very different. Before the Ash Curse came, the Outcasts were the most feared gang of brigands. The world despised them, and they repaid it with twice the hatred. They robbed and killed the rich and the poor alike. The gang was unstoppable, corrupted by wealth, fortune, and impunity. The Outcasts descended into madness. They now wished for an artifact granting unmatched power. The Ash Box. They embarked into the Valley of Death to recover the box. And atop the valley's peak, they found its owner, Lady Death. "Leave me be, and you may have the box," she said. "A reward without a fight." Surely the fools agreed. However, none of them wanted to share the prize. Their strength and madness matched exactly, and they were sure to kill each other.
Selfish
But
bastards.
one tiny thing broke the balance. The most pathetic of the outcasts, the weakling, grabbed the ash box. "I shall have the power," but he
that the
couldn't
bot?
handle it. The box slipped out of his hand and broke into pieces. The cloud of ashes arose, corrupting every being, defiling air and soil, but most of all, corrupting the outcasts. Each in their own way, they paid the price for their hubris. That is the world we live in, and until the curse is lifted, we are all freaks, sir.
Well, well, so you call us freaks, Bard. You are yet to see the worst of us. Let's show 'em, fellas.
Alright, early access perks. Find and take advantage of overpowered combos, bugs, and exploits that won't make it into the final game. Cool. Shape the game with us. We plan to work closely with the community, so share your thoughts and ideas. Oh man, they shouldn't have told me that. They'll never get me to stop talking now. There's a tutorial, right? I don't have to do this. Let's just jump into it. Best way to learn is by dying.
On the day the curse befell our miserable world, a vision came to me. I know how we can be saved, and I know who will help me do it. One of the fools who made us descend deeper and deeper into this abyss of suffering with each passing day.
I don't like having to click continue every time.
On that day, I died and rose from the ashes. However, the rebirth cost me dearly. I feel immense pain coursing through my veins, as if I'm still burning on that fire. He gave me hope when he promised to rid me of this suffering. I will be meeting with him today. In return, he asked me to lift the ash curse. Well, I don't have much of a choice.
You're getting close, Child of Fire. I can sense your presence. It's not safe here, so be careful. Hey Bees, how you doing, man? Click to move to the next tile. Okay. This is a deck of ashes. There are lots of monsters roaming the area. You'll have to fight your way through. Okay. Combat tile. I'm good, man. I'm good. The level 1 Stitched. Okay, we've got 100 health. He's got 50. This is your character. If your character's health points are reduced to 0, you will have to restart from scratch. This is your opponent. To destroy the monster, reduce its health points to 0. At the start of each turn, your opponent will prepare a card for the next turn. Frontal attack deals 10 damage. Well, I like that it's got its own cards. Does that mean that they shuffle as well? Ooh, that could be cool. Move the mouse over the card to examine its effect. At the start of your turn, keep drawing cards from your battle deck until you have a full hand. Full hand consists of 6 cards. You cannot have more than 10, which would be an over full hand. No, don't like that. Do we get to see the deck? Nope. Playing cards cost mana. You have 5 mana. Oh, I'm so glad they called it mana. If you're creating a game, just call it mana. End of story. They don't shuffle the cards anyway? Okay. To play a card, drag it out of your hand and onto the monster. 5 mana, hey? Fireball! Why can't I have 10 fireballs? Deal 3 damage to opponent. You do not need Ash to craft this card. Well, okay. I don't know what Ash is yet, but I'm... it's nice, I guess. Played cards are burnt and stored in your deck of ashes. They cannot be used again. Ah, okay. Why is it not showing the cards I have? Oh, it is. I'm showing me 3 sparks. Okay. If you can't quite see, it's up here, so my camera is going to block some of the cards when we look in deck mode. I think that'd be better if it just sort of opened there. Right, so you might want to actually save some of those. We've got 5. Wait, that cost... Oh, it costs 3 mana for that. Okay. So we cast a spark now. Are we going to run out of cards before we can kill this guy? Click and turn. Sure. Okay, so we had our 3 sparks. So this is it. These are our cards. We are really short on time, Lucia. Take care of the creature as soon as you can. Okay, so we can cast a fireball each turn. I think this has been tailor-made to make us short of cards. There'll be no more cards in your battle deck soon. If you cannot draw enough cards for a full hand, Ash Pact is added to your hand. Ash Pact allows you to renew cards in the deck of ashes at the cost of your character's health points. Okay, that's a cool mechanic. Renew 5 random cards. Random? Oh. Not that it matters, but I think normally we'd want to play Fireball first. So that increases the chance of getting one of those. And potentially means some turns maybe you don't want to use all your mana. Excellent. Now you have enough cards in your battle to finish off your opponent. Yeah, next turn after I take damage again. You might not want to use some of the crappy sparks. Right? Because we're going to overkill by a lot with one of the fireballs. You've only had one glass of wine if the glass is bottle, shape, and size. Yeah. Nice piece. Victory. Thanks, Beast.
Panchir, I only have 8 bits, if so have 3. You earned it, buddy.
You only gave me 2. Gold. Ash required. Okay, so we got ash. Oh, because we burnt the guy down. So now we get his ash. All right. Thanks, please.
Math is hard.
Math is hard. Catch your breath after the battle and be on your way again. Okay. You are wounded. After every battle, you set up a tent. This earns you rest points, which you can spend to heal up. What else can you do with them, though? Okay, until I find out that there's a reason to hold on to them, I'm going to just spend them. Oh, cards are still in the ash pile. Okay, you're almost there. Keep moving. We finally meet. Come closer so I can restore your strength. Man, was he going to heal me up in full anyway? Rest points don't carry over. Oh, okay. Not many cards left in your battle deck. Talk to the Ashmaster so he can help you renew them. Oh, cool. I'm gonna perform a revitalizing rite. You'll be able to do something similar soon. Let's buy it for 0 coins. All my cards have been renewed. Thank you. I know there are a lot of questions you want to ask me, but it's not safe here. Oh, it looks pretty safe. We should leave. My people are waiting nearby. They will aid us on our journey. I will teach you how to perform this rite. Card renewing rite has been unlocked. Click here to close the window. Click the leave camp button to set off on a journey. Ooze.
You should not have trespassed on my land. I will find you.
Curses, we have disturbed the ruler of these lands. We don't have much time. It's already searching for us. It just shows how much time you have left before you must engage in a battle with the ruler of the region. Oh, nice. Okay. Like, what, 10% of the way? I know a shortcut we can take. Let's go. No, Oh. Alright, I'll go this way. The ruler is looking for you. Oh, I guess we won't be going that way. You should not have trespassed on my land. I will find and crush you. Curses! It's getting angrier, and it has blocked our path. We'll have to take a detour. I don't like how the letters all come in one at a time. I'm being picky now. As the ruler of the region is approaching, it will destroy parts of the map, making navigation more difficult. Click here to move to the next tile. Alright, it's forest and it's unoccupied. Oh, it's an event. Pain coursed through my body. I returned to that very moment. On the day that goddamn fool Magnus released the curse, I became the target of a manhunt. Eventually I was caught and burnt at the stake by those country bumpkins. The moronic expressions on their pans when they saw me rise from the ashes were absolutely priceless. The memory helped me regain my strength. I'm ready to fight. Your crit chance has been increased by 20% for 1 battle. You've experienced an event. Events can have both positive and negative effects. Moronic expression on their pans? Yeah. I mean, you probably get told by your wife that you look like that every day. Me too. Your pain is a source of power. This could prove to be useful to us in the future. Oh, okay. When art imitates life, Chromo. Another enemy ahead. Show what you've got. Okay, there's a little bit of left to right, but there's a fair bit of up and down. This hurts deeply. What? That you and I are very similar? I thought it like increased our bond. Your crit chance is increased. Critical effects are twice as powerful as the regular ones. Try using strike on the enemy. It's been increased by 20% for 1 battles. Play a fireball on the skeleton. Okay, you better crit. Better crit. Such power. Scripted roguelite. It's okay. Such power. Keep it up. What is he doing this turn? He's going to deal 30. Can't dodge for 30. Oh, we get to heal every fight though, so it's different, I suppose. He crit? What a jerk. He better not crit again. A monster has landed a critical hit on you. Here, use this card to restore your health points. If you don't, there's a chance you might die. Yeah. What's the card? Give me the card, dude. Oh, it's free. Thanks, bro. Some monsters have passive abilities. Learn them to refine your tactics. Oh, did we just get gremlin knobbed? You got a link, Chromo? Wrath of the Dead. When any character restores health points, skeletons increase its strength by 1. Oh, man. We got gremlin knobbed. He's going to hit for 11 now. Nah, Zero, this creepy guy in the forest that's totally hitting on us and trying to gave it to us. And a potion. Okay, so we can renew the card for life points. It's time to put a newly acquired skill to use. Okay. So we want to, I think, definitely want to get Fireball back. But it costs 1 life point per mana. Why would you? Oh, I've got 4 of those. I've got 3 of those. Oh, no, it's only 1 per card. Okay, so just renew the Fireballs. Leave the Sparks dead. They don't carry over, I may as well take the... Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool. I found a recipe for you. Take it. I'm sure it will come in handy soon. It's your recipe inventory. Recipes are essentially card blueprints. You will learn how to craft cards with these later. Alright. Show me. Cindering Ring. Deal 12 damage to an opponent. Discard a card of your choice from your hand. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Wait, so I can't make it yet? But I want to make it.
You should not have trespassed on my land. I will find and crush you.
We must prepare for battle. The ruler is very close. Well, he's about halfway. There are lots of undead creatures up ahead. We're going to need more powerful deck to defeat them. Follow me. I know a place where we can find a few cards. Okay, if you say so. He's taking us to some shack. You know he's just taking us. He's like, now that we're alone. You found a recipe. Scroll of Supremacy, non-playable. Ash. At the end of your turn, deal 3 damage to an opponent with the lowest health points. Boon and Strike. Ash. While this card remains in the deck of Ashes, you gain bonus effect. Okay, we'll find out about that later, I guess. If it's a board game, I'm going to ask a certain friend of mine about it, because she's got loads of board games. We've gathered all the necessary recipes. Let us return now. Click this button to close the recipe inventory. Okay. Click here to go back to this tile. Ambush. Wah, wah, wah. Need a music. Sound the ambush. Cue the ambush sound effect. Alright, so he's gonna buff when we heal, but we're gonna have to heal. Otherwise he's just gonna like crit us in the face again. The card must be in your discarded Ash deck for the effect to be passive, but if it's non-playable... Oh, I don't have one of them yet. Oh, okay, now you also don't want to use these if you don't need them to get the kill. I'm going to need them. Oof. Okay, so potion for 30, or I can use 2 points. That's cost 1 to pull back up, so it's worth using. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so now we can just make them. Excellent. It is time you learn another right. You can now spend rest points in attempt to craft cards from recipes. Right, but we need different points, right? These are recipes. We have 60 ash. Yep. Craft the Cindering Ring and Scroll of Supremacy cards. Okay. Oh, and a life point? Huh. Fair enough. Fair enough. Because it's the same as renewing. You've become strong. It is time you go and defeat the monsters blocking our path. Alright, well we don't need to heal, but I would like to renew some cards. So let's get you back, and you, and all of you. Hey, so once that card that does something when it's in our ash pile, if you just don't renew it, every time you move to a tile with a question mark, there is a chance an event or ambush might occur. Be careful. Yep.
You should not have trespassed on my land. I will find and crush you.
It is time to burn down all the filth in our path. Let's put your newly acquired skills to test in a battle. Awesome. Start of battle. Man, there's 3 of them. Oh, they're all gonna... No, only the skeleton. Some cards produce great effects when played together. Play powerful combos and obliterate your enemies. At the end of your turn, deal 3 damage to the opponent with the lowest health points. Deal 12 damage to an opponent. Discard. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Ash is non-playable. Move the cursor. Yep. And we're going to discard that one then. Cindering Ring to discard the Scroll of Supremacy. So we want to kill the skeleton then. So that'll be 3 damage. That'll be 12. Hey, conveniently that's 15 and we can deal 10. No, we can't because... Oh, we can. Alright. Choose 1 card to discard. I was speaking about this in Roguebook. Messages like these are great. I'm glad that there is one. But it needs to tell you what it's for. For players that... I don't know, maybe... I mean, we can look and we can see it says deal 12 to an opponent. Discard a card of your choice. right? But it's very easy to say, oh, the player should know, or you should read. If you're going to take the time to put in messages, be very clear. Choose one card to discard, or discard one card. You know? Don't ever put a player in a position where they're like, choose one card. What for? Yeah. I think the only reason you'd need a turn order in Spire is because the order changes. So I like this because it means things in different positions could go in different orders. But if the press fate, okay. If the card order is not going to change, while you have an ash card in your deck of ashes, you gain its bonus effect. Right, so it's almost like a power then. And then we just fireball him in the face and he'll die. I don't know, Naughty Pine. Maybe. Okay, so we kill this guy. We can either spark him or we can let our Ash get him. Either way, it doesn't matter. I don't have any fireballs left. And that's going to return more. It's going to cost me... You need to get more than 10 heal out of this for it to be worth it. Oh wait, we're going to take damage. We're only taking 10 damage. So at the moment, playing it now or playing it next turn. We'll play next turn. But it costs us a card draw, but we don't have enough cards that it's going to cost us a card draw. He'll take another 3, so we just need to go like this. Hmm. 10's a magic number. If he's dealing less than 10 damage, it'd be better to let this go off over 2 turns and heal up. Whereas if it was more than 10, you'd definitely want to use a spark to kill. It's that balance of card cost to renew versus health. Yeah, 6 cards at the start of a new turn. Hey, we got some gold this time around. That's cool. Is there any point renewing this? If I leave it in there, it stays in my Ash deck. Does that mean I always have it, I'll be buffed with it if I don't renew it? Don't renew it, okay. I craft another one then. I do have a recipe. Oh, you only get 1 shots? I have restored my health points. No, game, I don't want to renew Scroll of Supremacy. Game is forcing me to renew this card. Yeah, tutorial teaching me bad strategy. What'll be really funny is if I go to renew it and the game then suggests I shouldn't. As if to teach me something I already know. Yeah, they shouldn't be teaching bad habits. Like, you want to be teaching the players good habits. So the only way that I would be happy with the fact that it's saying do this would be if I go to click on this and it came up with a different note saying, actually, by not renewing it and leaving in there, you'll maintain the buff between fights. So you may choose, you may prefer not to renew it, and then let me have the choice. But yeah, forcing me to make a bad decision should not be in a tutorial ever. Like, that's not even next level strategy. That's just kind of like obvious, right? The ruler has caught up with us. Onward, my people will help you prepare for the battle. So we can click there to start. Herbalist has some healing items, which we don't need. Oh, the merchant sells card recipe. Okay. Deal 4 damage to an... Man, it's... I don't know why, but the text isn't small, but it's just got that... the contrast on it just makes it that little bit difficult to read, hey? Like, if you focus on it, you can read it clearly. But it's like it just takes that little bit... Yeah. Oh, herbalist requires money. We do have some money, though. Reported as a bug. No, I'm sure Naughty Pine's taking notes for me off my words so that I can submit that as a file later. Deal 4 damage to an opponent while you have this card in your hand. Your strength is in... No. Deal 4 damage to an opponent. While you have this card in your hand, your strength is increased by 1. Okay, I like that. Cindering Ring getting rid of a spark isn't too bad, because 2 sparks do 6 damage and cost 1 energy, 1 mana. Man, I keep saying energy, stupid Spire. Whereas this is going to do 12. Whereas with the Iron Fist, 2 sparks will do 8, but that'll do 13. So I'm happy having another one of these. Alright, so we're buying the recipe from him. We don't have upgrades yet. Okay. Alright, so we go here. And I want both of them. Conveniently, we have the exact amount of money we needed. I was pretty sure we were going to. Dismantle cards. Nice, okay. Well, so far it seems like Spire. We don't have any money, so resource 60%, we're fine anyway. I guess we go fight? What are you going to do? Wait. We've got all our cards. You made me renew one that I didn't want to renew. Spy with Bobs? Yeah. Oh, look at the ooze. Deals 10 damage. At the start of battle, adds 3 parasites to player's hand. Hey, we have 2 cards that discard cards. So I think we just play the Spark. We have to, otherwise we won't draw any cards. So we could be greedy and just draw 1 card at a time until we get the strength. At the end of your turn, you can return some cards in your hand to the bottom of your battle deck. Do so with the parasite cards. Oh, if I'd known that, I probably wouldn't have attacked turn 1 with the other cards. You may return up to 3 cards. Man, so you get all for 1. Not all for 1. Well-laid plans, straight up. Okay, so strength on the sparks is okay. Strength on the fireball, I think we don't need to wait that long. Or maybe we do. How close is it? Maybe I needed to not play those sparks and get the extra one down. No, that can't be right. We'll put the potion back. But we can choose not to retain these, right? They just said we can send some of them back and put them on the bottom. I think we're just going to play out, right? I think we just play out. Oh, cheetah. Alright, so we don't want to play Iron Fist. We want to get that one damage out of it. Iron Fist a parasite, or Cindering Wing a parasite, hopefully. Doesn't matter what we put down because we don't have enough cards. We can choose to return no cards, yeah. Fireball to your face.
Things couldn't have taken a better turn. It is time for me to go and put my plan into action.
Oh, he sounds sneaky. Cool.